I didn't sit down. Not out of defiance. I just didn't trust my legs to obey quickly enough. If I moved wrong, I might show something I wasn't ready to show. The conference room had that artificial brightness that makes everything feel slightly unreal. 20 people around a table, some with pens paused mid-air, some already rehearsing the version of this moment they'd repeat later. I could feel my face burning, heat crawling up my neck, but my hands stayed steady as I slid my notes into my folder. That felt important. A small thing, but mine. Victoria stood at the head of the table, jaw set, eyes already moving on. In her mind, this was over. She had corrected a problem in public, restored order, demonstrated authority. She didn't look at me again. I walked out without speaking. The hallway was quieter, carpet swallowing sound. My reflection in the glass offices looked smaller than I felt. Or maybe the opposite. It was hard to tell. I focused on the rhythm of my steps, on breathing through my nose, on not replaying her voice. By the elevators, my phone vibrated. One message. Unknown number. But I recognized the area code immediately. Meet me in the lobby at 8 a.m. Your boss is about to get exposed. I stopped walking. There was no rush of satisfaction. No cinematic click where everything made sense. Just a slow, unwelcome clarity. This wasn't about me being vindicated. It was about something larger finally refusing to stay buried. I didn't respond right away. I waited until the elevator doors closed, until I was alone in the car, then typed, understood. That night, I slept badly. Not from anxiety exactly, but from the effort of restraint. Every version of the next day played through my head, and in each one I said something different. Did something sharper, finally defended myself. I woke before my alarm and decided, again, to do none of those things. At the office the next morning, no one mentioned the meeting. That, too, was a kind of comment. A few people avoided my eyes. One gave me a tight smile that tried to be kind and landed somewhere else. Victoria passed my desk without slowing, already on a call, voice smooth, untroubled. At 70:58 I took the elevator down. The lobby smelled faintly of coffee and polished stone. Morning light filtered through the glass front, making everyone look slightly washed out. I stood near a column, folder under my arm, and waited. The client arrived alone. No entourage, no visible tension. He nodded when he saw me, the kind of acknowledgement that didn't ask for reassurance. "Thank you for coming," he said. Of course. We sat at a small table near the windows. He placed a slim stack of papers between us, not pushing them toward me, just setting them down like facts that didn't need emphasis. "I won't put you in the middle," he said. "But I want you present." I understood what that meant. Witness, not weapon. When Victoria entered the lobby 15 minutes later, she looked surprised to see me there. Not alarmed. Just mildly annoyed, as if I'd missed a memo. Her expression shifted when she saw the client. Then again when she noticed the documents. The conversation that followed was almost boring in its professionalism. Dates, emails, numbers. The tone never rose. No one accused anyone of malice. But with each page, Victoria's confidence thinned. She interrupted once, then stopped. She folded her arms, then let them drop. At one point, she glanced at me. It wasn't a glare. It was something closer to recalculation. By the time senior leadership joined us, summoned quietly, efficiently, the outcome was already forming. An internal review. Immediate changes to account oversight. A request that Victoria step back pending investigation. No one looked at me for a reaction. That was fine. I didn't have one ready. Later, in a smaller office upstairs, someone thanked me for my professionalism. Another person suggested I take the rest of the day if I needed it. Their voices were careful, as if speaking too loudly might shatter something delicate. Victoria didn't speak to me again. I packed up in the late afternoon, the office mostly empty now. The same folder, the same notes. My face felt normal. My body felt tired in a way that wasn't unpleasant. As I left the building, the glass reflected me again. This time I looked exactly the same, and that was enough.